Now it's time to add the domain services role to our server. So let's go ahead and do that by powering on VirtualBox. And then we're going to go ahead and start a server, or I'm going to click show since mine's already running. Okay, and here it is. So I'm going to hit right Control and F, bring it to full screen. I'm going to go ahead and click out of these. Don't need those. Okay, so let's click down here in the bottom left on Server Manager, and we can pop that open. And then while that's loading, we're going to click the Start button here, and we're going to type in rename this computer. Okay, and we're going to choose that option. All right, so we're going to select Change, and then for computer name, I'm going to name it WDC111, the same name that I gave it when I created the virtual machine. So I'm going to select OK. We'll hit OK. We'll hit Close, and we'll go ahead and select Restart Now. All right, so our server has gone ahead and rebooted. So we're going to do right Control and Delete. Then we'll type in the password that we created for the administrator account. Okay, we'll let this boot up. Okay, in this top right corner, we're going to select Manage. And we're probably actually going to have to wait a little bit longer, but we'll go ahead and click Add Roles and Features. All right, now we're going to select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. Now you can see right here it says the server, it's listing our local server right here, so WDC111. Select Next. We're going to add Active Directory Domain Services and select Add Features when it gives you this pop-up. And we'll click Next. Then in Features, we're looking for Group Policy Management. It's already checked for us, so just make sure that's checked and then click Next. Hit Next one more time. Now on this screen, we need to specify the CD that we use to install Windows. So let's open our Windows Explorer and make sure it's still mounted. Now I can see that the CD is still mounted here, so I'm going to double click on it. And I'm going to click Sources, SXS. And then I'm going to click up here in the navigation and I'm going to copy this path. So it's dsources/SXS. And I'm going to click back over on this screen and I'm going to say specify an alternate source path. Okay. Now I'm going to right click and do paste. So that tells the server that all these, to install these features, you need to go to this path. And that contains all the necessary files to install the features. And we're going to click install. So here we can see it says configuration required, installation succeeded on WDC111. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit close. All right, we'll close this Windows Explorer. All right, now we're going to click this little flag up here, notifications, and we're going to say promote this server to a domain controller. Now we're going to choose add a new forest, and this is where we name our domain. So I'm going to name this W for William and then Udemy. And then I'm going to type in .local. So I'll hit next. All right, so these settings are all good. We need to type in a password here. I'm going to go ahead and use the same password that I use for the administrator account. That way I don't get confused. DSRM mode is it's a special boot for, if your Active Directory is failing, you can't get into domain accounts, maybe you couldn't get into the local administrator account. You can use this password to get logged into the machine to make any repairs you need. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it to the same password as my administrator account. Okay, so select next. Okay, and that's fine. We'll just click next. All right, so just hang on while it verifies the NetBIOS name. Okay, and that's great. Just go ahead and hit next. I'm going to leave all these settings to default. Hit next. Next again. Just hold on for a minute while it does these prerequisite checks. Okay, and you can read these messages if you want. Nothing major going on. All prerequisites checked passed successfully, and we'll click install. Go ahead and click close on this window. All right, so let's go ahead and log in, right control and delete. Okay, let's go ahead and sign in using our password. And you'll notice it's WUdemy, so this is the name of the domain that we created. Click next. It's logging us in. So we're logging into a domain administrator account and not just a local administrator account that's on the server. So what we want to do at this point is verify that the Active Directory roles are there, so we can access, Active Directory users and computers, we can access group policy, etc. So we're going to double check that as soon as Server Manager comes up. All right, I'm going to click Tools, and right here we can see Active Directory Administration Center, Domains and Trust, Sites and Policies using Computers, and ADSI Edit. Okay, so go ahead and pop open in User Computers, just make sure it loads. And there we go. We can see our domain that we've created. So this is great experience for you. So if you've never done this before, that's going to look really good on your resume. And now that going forward, I'm going to teach you how to work inside of this role. Because when you first start an IT job, you'll probably be doing a help desk type role, and the servers will already be built for you. But just you having the experience of knowing how they're built is huge. So I'll see you in the next couple lectures, and we're going to keep building from here.